Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. This is Uganda at Crossroads. This is the analysis by me, Kwajje Jamil, aka JK. Please, we have got so many issues happening in our country, and so many things are unfolding. And the biggest news of the week that has headlined everywhere is the arrest of our brother, Kajubi Freddy Lumbuye, an activist who is based in Turkey. He was arrested he was in fact kidnapped by mafias that we've come out to identify that they are not working with the government in Turkey. This very week, the president, the minister of foreign affairs, the one Okeloriam came out, spoke so many things about our brother, that he was supposed to be airlifted from Turkey to Uganda, which is against the international law. So, please, everybody, wherever you're watching from, we need your support. We need you to stand up for this. Tomorrow is me, today is Fred, tomorrow is me, the next day is someone else. This is impunity of the highest order. We are going to be breaking down exactly, we see the lies that is in the Ugandan government. First of all, Okeloriam, he was speaking with impunity, he was speaking arrogantly to the people because they feel they can cross borders and kidnap someone. Comrade Lumbuye was doing the right thing because he was defending the rights of Ugandans, speaking what exactly is happening in Uganda. Let's examine something. Mr. Okeloriam came out and said that they are supposed to airlift blogger or activist Lumbuye to Uganda. Today, nothing has been spoken about Lumbuye in the whole media. What do we have? Uganda media is so weak to the extent that they cannot come out to examine these problems. During the whole of the pandemic, they are supposed to ask questions. In Uganda, it is the only government where someone comes out, speak what they want at a press conference and walk away. Ugandans, we are still lagging behind because we are being led by leaders of the 19th century. Okeloriam came out, spoke, and left, not even questioned about what he's talking about. Nobody, not even a single journalist, was given a chance to ask or to quiz the minister about what is happening. In developed countries and developing countries, you are supposed to be examined. The media is supposed to speak the voice of the Ugandan, the voice of the common people. In Uganda, they have not even bothered to ask because the media is gagged. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one opportunity because we are living, at least in democratically right countries, we have the chance, we have the opportunity to fight for our brother. If you're out there, please, we have to put the war on Twitter, on Facebook, because these are the things the dictator fear most. Freddy Lumbuye has been fighting for the freedom of Ugandans, but because the media in Uganda is gagged, it is mostly those in the diaspora that know the cause that Mr. Lumbuye was talking about. Ugandans, Mr. Freddy Lumbuye is never a military personnel. He has never been in military. He has never served the military of Uganda. So, under which capacity are they airlifting Mr. Lumbuye? Under which capacity are they getting the orders to airlift Lumbuye from Turkey, from Istanbul to Kampala? These things are happening today. If we pay a blind eye, tomorrow it's going to happen to someone else in America, in UK, or somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, let's examine one thing. Okeloriam comes out, speaks to Ugandans. he tells them that they are going to airlift Lumbuye. He will land in Uganda at 3. In fact, he said early morning. So when we tracked the airline, the plane was supposed to land in Kampala in Entebbe at 3. We tracked down everything. Nothing is observed. Okello Oryem doesn't turn out the next day to speak about the lies that they have exposed. General Museveni has been driving on lies all the time. General Museveni, since he captured power in 1986, they have been driving on lies up to now. It is so sad that the leaders we the young generation are looking up to are liars. They are fraudsters. Right now, Okello Oryem is hiding somewhere. He's nowhere to be seen to address the media about what he was speaking about yesterday. Ugandans, we urge you to go out on Twitter and protest. There is the UN headquarters. Their Twitter is UN. At UN, please go there. Give out all you can in order to defend Lumbuye. Speak out what you can for Lumbuye. We are organizing a protest, and please, this time round, it is the UN that is supposed to come out and defend our brother. The UN bases on this. UN works for everyone everywhere to prevent conflicts, to protect refugees. Lumbuye is a refugee, and he fled because of political reasons, also some other reasons, because Uganda wasn't working for him. He went to Turkey as a refugee, seeking for asylum. We have to go there because the UN Charter stands on big 2 principles: protecting refugees and preventing conflicts. Ugandans, if you go right now on the Twitter account of UN, you don't see any posts about Lumbuye. Why are we sleeping? What are we doing right now? We are giving the dictator more chance to oppress Ugandans. Please, come out. Right now, we need to get an official communication from the Turkish government. Demand an official communication from the Turkish government. Because if Oryem is claiming that they are going to have Lumbuye in Kampala, in Entebbe by 3, and he doesn't turn up, we don't know if Mr. Lumbuye Fred is alive or dead. Let me say this again. We are not so sure if Mr. Lumbuye Kwajje Fred is alive or dead, because the government in Istanbul has not come out to establish the whereabouts of the comrade. We've not seen any photos of him of late since we started demanding for him. This gentleman, the time he was kidnapped, the government in Kampala was bragging about his kidnap. So, the government in Kampala has to come out, and the government in Turkey, in Istanbul, has to come out and explain to Ugandans about the whereabouts of Comrade Lumbuye Fred Kwajje. Ladies and gentlemen, if we sit back, this impunity is is increasing every other time. Okello Oryem is speaking something different, because if they want to operate like how we operate, they cannot. If you're fighting with social media, if you're fighting with Ugandans abroad, if you're fighting with Ugandans who are fighting for their plight, you're fighting with air. Okello Oryem, what we want is to see Lumbuye. What we want is to see Comrade Lumbuye, dead or alive. It's Ugandans who are supposed to enhance this fight. It's you who is minimizing your energy, who is seated in your apartment. It's you who is supposed to stand up and fight for Lumbuye. Lumbuye deserves his rights as every other Ugandan. You remember very well His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu posting about a criminal who was shooting people at Kamocha, the Wansi Papa. His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu came out and demanded for his rights. He demanded for him to be produced in courts of law to face his charges and justice to be served to him. So, why are you sitting back not demanding the comrade? Why are you relenting at this time? The propaganda they are spreading right now, it is supposed to make us feel like we should back off from the cause. That's why they came out yesterday. They said Lumbuye will be landing in Kampala. Lumbuye will be doing this. And we expect, with the mafia government in Kampala, anything can happen to the comrade. They can even break a story the next day that Lumbuye was arrested in Syria while fleeing. Lumbuye was killed at the border of Yemen. Lumbuye was, this is a mafia government. This is a mafia government. They can fake up any story. If you feel that Lumbuye was speaking ill about the government, please correct what the gentleman was talking about. Do right about what the gentleman was speaking about. The man, all the things that he has spoken about, we all seeing, we all know that they have stolen 4 trillions, 3.6 trillions. This year, only this year. Last year they gave out, Parliament passed 800 billion for COVID-19. This year itself, government has passed out 3.6 trillion. Up to now, we don't have the accountability over the money. These are the things that Comrade Lumbuye was spearheading, was speaking about. Is it a crime to defend your country? Because, in the army, you swear an oath that I will defend Uganda of all evils. Every Ugandan has a right. We have unpronounced oaths within our hearts that we're supposed to defend Uganda. We're supposed to protect Uganda against all looters, either in government protected with arms, because they're escorted with guns and arms all over. Ammunitions are always protecting them with tankers and what. But these are looters. These are looters occupying government vehicles. These are looters in suits occupying government offices. These are the things that Comrade Lumbuye was speaking about. Ugandans, if we sit back at this, the country is derailed already. Uganda is derailed already. Go to the official Twitter page of UN, that is UN, at UN, capital U, then N. Please fight for our brother. Go to human rights. Go to human rights. Their Twitter is at human rights. Then go to Amnesty International. Their Twitter is Amnesty International. Please, Ugandans, we deserve better. These people have been in power for 35 years. Think about it. If Museveni goes for the next 5 years, he will be making 40 years in power. This is crazy. This is crazy, Ugandans. And on top of that, these are transnational kidnaps. You send goons from Uganda to go kidnap someone in Turkey, in Istanbul. How many Ugandans have risen up to the occasion of fighting for their freedom? Tomorrow, they will kidnap you because they have seen you raising a banner at the UN headquarters, fighting for your freedom. No one is safe. Even though you're abroad, even though you are in the US, even though you are in UK, even though you're in Dubai, nobody is safe. No any other person. And we're supposed to enjoy rights, equal rights. As the way Museveni wants his daughter to live, that's why he gives the Natashas, full-fledged arms to escort them wherever they go. That's the way every person deserves their lives. That's the way Lumbuye needs to live too. The way you protect your grandkids, the way you protect your patients, your Diana, your kids. It's the way that every other Ugandan needs to live. It's the way that any other Ugandans need to breathe, to have rights to life. Ugandans, please go to Amnesty, tweet. I've been on their Twitter. I've been on their Twitter, but I've not seen Ugandans tweet. I've not seen Ugandans speak about what is happening in Uganda. I've not seen Ugandans tweet in Uganda about our brother. Please, Ugandans, if you're here watching, if you're watching Uganda at Crossroads, if you're watching Campfire TV, get out there. Speak about our brother. Tweet about our brother. This thing is spreading widely. The dictator is old. That's why right now he can do anything to hurt our brother. He can do anything to hurt our brother. So what we need to demand from human rights, from Amnesty International, from the UN, is to see our brother, whether dead or alive. That's what we want. We want to see our brother dead or alive. He's a freedom fighter. He has been speaking truth to power. And in Uganda, it's a crime to speak truth to power. It's a crime. Get out there. This is not time to chill around. Because most of the people living in Uganda were blindfolded. That's why Museveni doesn't want the internet to be abundant in the country. General Museveni is prohibiting the use of internet. That's why they have added a tax of 12%. Because it spreads news like wildfire. It spreads news like so quick. They are gagging the internet back home. If you're a Ugandan, if you love Uganda, if you're a friend to Uganda, you can be a Kenyan. All over the world, at the continent. You can be a Zambian, you can be a Ghanaian, you can be, please, fight for Uganda. Come out and fight for Uganda. We need you in this fight. Ladies and gentlemen, as we're in the quest to fight for freedom, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Shadow Minister of Foreign Affairs, Honorable Mwadanku Nyingi, has given out a statement, and according to the statement, he's being threatened. Remember, Mwadanku Nyingi is a member of parliament of Chadondo East constituency, replacing the elected president of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. But in the quest for the freedom of our comrade Lumbuye, Honorable Mwadanku Nyingi is being threatened. Now, this is the problem we have. Honorable Mwadanku Nyingi is the shadow foreign minister in Uganda and is a member of parliament in Uganda. But because he's speaking the law, he's been there speaking in defense of Comrade Lumbuye, is being threatened. No one is safe. No one is safe. Until the dictator is no more, no one is safe. Imagine a member of parliament who is fighting for freedom is now being threatened. Ugandans, let's wake up. Let's wake up. We've not demanded Lumbuye enough. We've not demanded for our comrade enough. This is not enough. We need to stand up. We've not done what we are supposed to do to the climax. I think we've done a quarter. And this man has been held incommunicado for a number of days. Now, go on your Twitter. Please type in, "We want Lumbuye free. We want our comrade dead or alive." Because you remember very well, when the foreign minister visited the embassy, the shadow foreign minister, Honorable Mwadanku Nyingi, what they said was they have to make sure they don't break the law, the international law of amnesty, handing over Comrade Lumbuye. Now, Turkey has not said a word. All the things that we are thinking about are suspicions. We are on the lies of the dictator. Okello Oryem last time came out and said he's in the custody of the Turkish government. Let's establish, let's analyze, let's look at this. You come out, you tell Ugandans that Comrade Lumbuye is under the Turkish authorities. The Turkish authorities do not come out to speak about how and when they arrested or kidnapped Lumbuye. Now, you're having a government of liars trying to tell you what is exactly happening. The government of liars in Kampala is assuring you of the whereabouts of our comrade. Because we put pressure in the first day that they kidnapped him. Now, in the need to distance themselves from that, they said it is the Turkish authorities that are having him. But if you look at what Okello Oryem said, Okello Oryem said is expected in Kampala. So what we are examining right now, if he's expected in Kampala, that means Okello Oryem knows the whereabouts of our comrade. Okello Oryem should come out and tell Ugandans where is Comrade Lumbuye. Minister Okello Oryem, Honorable Okello Oryem, you should come out and speak to Ugandans about Comrade Lumbuye and his whereabouts. We are demanding for him. We need him dead or alive. He was kidnapped, taken to the embassy. That's when Ugandans stopped knowing the whereabouts of Comrade Lumbuye. Ugandans, use your Twitter. Go out and tweet. Go out and tweet. Go out and fight for the freedom of our comrade. Go out and speak up. Nobody has a talent in keeping quiet. No. No one has a talent in keeping quiet. So if you're keeping quiet under your bedroom, if you're keeping quiet under your apartment, you're doing a grave mistake. That's a grave mistake. This is Uganda. I have a share in Uganda. I have a share in Uganda. Please, let's fight so hard for our comrade. There is a protest that is going to take place on 24th of September in New York. So all the people in the diaspora, please, if you're very far from New York, you can fly in. Please reach out to the leader of the diaspora community, of the NUP diaspora leader. Then we can have the arrangements. Please, we need to go and show our grief. We need to go to the UN headquarters and fight for Uganda. We need to protest out there. We need to go and put a serious protest. It's going to be in New York, 1 Burlington Mall Road. It's where we're going to depart from to go to New York for the protest. We are in this together. We are Ugandans. We have to fight for our country. These people have been in power for now. They want to clock 40 years in power. Ugandans, this is our turn, because we have someone who has sacrificed everything to fight for us. So, on 25th of September, we're going to be in New York for the protest. Then on 24th, then 25th and 26th September, we are going to have a retreat, a national inter-platform retreat, where I expect so many guests from different countries to join us as we discuss the way forward of Uganda. So please, endeavor to go there. Endeavor to go there. Endeavor to be there. The registration is $200 only. Yeah, the registration is $200 only. Please, come join fellow Ugandans as we fight for the freedom of our country. The registration for the retreat is $200 US. You'll be, everything will be catered for. You'll have lunch for 2 days on that $200. You'll sit comfortably. You'll sit comfortably and enjoy the AC in this hot summer. So please come through on the 25th and 26th of September. Reach out to Mubiru. Mr. Mubiru is in charge. Reach out to the leader, Haman Ainebiona, of the diaspora NUP chapter. Reach out to him, Mr. Ainebiona Haman. But please, we need you in the retreat. We need you on 24th of September. We need you, we need you, we need you. Come out. 24th, New York, $60. We are leaving at 6 in the morning at 1 Burlington Mall Road. That's the address we are departing from. Then 25th, after coming back the next day, 25th and 26th of September, we're going to be having the retreat. We have a surprise guest. We have a surprise guest for you. Please, turn out in big numbers. Come. We're going to be having some little entertainment. Though we're going to speak about the struggle, but we're going to be having some little entertainment. Some little entertainment. So, don't miss out. Ladies and gentlemen, if we go back about demanding our comrade, Fred Lumbuye Kajubi, let's also go, let's come back, then we go for another Twitter handle that I'm going to read to you, then we continue.
It's not over until we are free. The Noob People Power Diaspora Wing brings you the first ever get-together event in the quest to fight for democracy in Uganda. Never again. The Uganda Action Day will be happening this 24th, 25th, and 26th September 2021. All Ugandans in the diaspora will be coming together to protest against the dictatorship in New York at UN headquarters on the 24th, and then discuss the future of Uganda at Boston Marriott Hotel at 1 Burlington Mall Round, Burlington, Massachusetts on 24th and 26th September. And then a blast of entertainment. Register now to be part of this event by using a link nope-diaspora1.com/event. Registration is $200 US only. For details, call or WhatsApp +1612 459 2031. People power, our power.
Yes, comrades, welcome back. Yeah, that's where we're gonna be on 26th and 25th and 26th. We're gonna be there. Please come, meet your leaders. Come, meet up, meet new people. But if you know you're gonna be there as a spy, please don't bother to come. You'll be embarrassed. Yeah, I beg you, just don't turn up. Just don't come. You will be embarrassed. If you know that you're working for the regime in Kampala, don't bother to come. Stay in your comfort position, watch online, because you might be embarrassed. Ugandans, let me read to you the Twitter handle of the defense minister of Turkey. It is at defense dash Turk TURK dash EN. That's the Twitter handle of the Minister of Defense of Turkey. Right defense dash Turk TURK dash EN. That's the official Twitter handle of the Minister of Defense of Turkey. Please, guys, let's go there. This government is lying. Museveni's government is lying. General Museveni's government is lying to Ugandans that they airlifted Lumbuye to Kampala. No. If they at all airlifted Comrade Lumbuye to Kampala, they would be making news because they want to show us in the diaspora that you shouldn't speak about what is happening in Uganda. They want to intimidate us. They want to instill fear in us. So right now they would be bragging about arresting Lumbuye. They would be right now bragging, showing everywhere, tweeting everywhere that the culprit has been brought to book. Now we have to examine so many things. The people who are assuring Ugandans that they have arrested the goons, where do you get that information? We have big people that we are going to put to task to tell us whereabouts of Lumbuye. With due respect, some MPs who have accused Lumbuye of being a goon and speaking ill about him should tell us, where is Lumbuye? If you are sure that he's flying in, that he's being flown in, where is he right now? That means you speak such things with assurance that you know he's aboard the flight, Turkish Airways. So, where is he right now? That is the biggest question. We need to see Lumbuye dead or alive. We need to see Lumbuye dead or alive. Let me tell you, the government in Kampala is started a war that they cannot finish. Because Okello Oryem in the first day, he owned the kidnap of Lumbuye. Then the next morning, they came bragging about the arrest of Lumbuye. That is going to be flown in Kampala. There is an African proverb that says that a person who sells eggs never wage away in a market. If you know you're selling eggs, don't start away in the market. But now, right now, these people did not expect the fire that is coming. They thought, this is the same instance that happened when they arrested and beat up our president, His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu in Arua. They thought it is going to be something that is very small, that Ugandans are going to look at and ignore. Things turned out serious. He was being demanded in the US. He was being demanded in Canada. He was being demanded in the UK. Everywhere. Now, these people kidnapping Comrade Lumbuye did not expect all this fire. No. They did not expect all this fire. You know, they have been, it's been a long time when they are doing all these funny mistakes. They did not expect this. They did not expect this energy to come out from Ugandans. But because we are tasking them, we are asking them questions, and they don't have answers right now. Why? Because we have to press harder and harder and harder for the rights of our comrade. We know the person. If Lumbuye is dead, Okello Oryem has to answer. Okello Oryem has to answer. If Lumbuye is dead, the Minister of Foreign Affairs in Kampala has to answer to Ugandans. He's a Ugandan and he deserves his rights to live. So, if he's missing, and they might do this intentionally, you know they are not ashamed. We know, me and you know that they are not ashamed. They might even smuggle him to Syria. They might even smuggle him to Greece. They might even smuggle him to Yemen. And they say, he's found dead in Yemen. He's found dead in Syria. He's found dead in Greece. These people these are rebels. Remember, these are rebels. These are rebels. These rebels, now, the biggest challenge they are finding, that this internet era is taking them by speed. They did not expect this. They thought these are the rudimental styles they used to do in the 90s. No. The atrocities they committed in the 90s. No. This time around, we shall make sure that Ugandans are aware of the ills you're doing in our country. No one has a bigger percentage on the country Uganda than someone else. No. Me here, Tumwebaze, all those thieves, the Diana Tunis, that have embezzled Ugandan taxpayers' money, they have the same percentage to Uganda with a person in Karamoja, with a person in Gulu, with a person in Lira, with a person in Tororo, with the person in Mbale, with the person in Soroti. We have all the same percentage. And we are accountable to the country, Uganda. So, Ugandans, in the quest for freedom of our comrade, Lumbuye. We need to press so hard. What we've done so far, we know they are feeling us. We know that. We know they are feeling us. We know the regime in Kampala is feeling Ugandans in the diaspora, feeling Ugandans back home, demanding for their comrade. That means we are on the right cause. That means we are doing the right thing. We are doing everything possible to be free in our country. It has been 30 years of hell. Someone was telling me last time that Ugandans, that if you die when you're in Uganda, you will directly go to heaven because you've served your hell time on earth. And this is true. People in Uganda are living bad. The government right now doesn't speak about helping those who are closed out of business for 3 months, who are in their houses. They don't speak about helping them. But they are not even answering the question, where is the 3.6 trillion that the government has borrowed on behalf of Ugandans to fight COVID-19? Where is the 800 billion that the parliament gave out to the COVID task force and the Minister of Health to fight COVID-19? No. This 800 billion can help businessmen resurrect their businesses in Kampala. Can help. But this money was stolen. And you want us to speak roses? You want us to massage you? We are not going to massage robbers. We are not going to massage looters. The government belongs to Ugandans. It's Ugandans who pay money for everything to be running. For you to enjoy the AC in your car, for you to move with all those guns. It's the people that pay the tax. It is you who is working in a hospital here, who is working on COVID patients in America, who is working on COVID patients in the UK, who sends that money and they are taxed. We are all taxed. Your mother is taxed in Uganda. Your father is taxed in Uganda for the sustenance of the regime in Kampala. Ugandans, this is our time. We should fight for our brother, comrade, Kajobi Freddy Lumbuye. The extradition treaty that Ugandans were speaking about yesterday is not there. But because we are dealing with the mafia, they might even sign an extradition yesterday evening. It's possible. They can sign the extradition yesterday evening just because they want to show everyone fighting against the regime in the diaspora that what you're doing is wrong. They can come tomorrow and sign the extradition treaty and arrest and take back Lumbuye just because to make and instill fear in Ugandans all abroad fighting for our brother and fighting for freedom in Uganda. Ugandans, Malcolm X once said, the ultimate price of freedom, the ultimate price for your freedom is death. That was Malcolm X. He said the ultimate price for your freedom is death. But we know they cannot kill all of us. They cannot eliminate all of us. We are Ugandans. We are entitled to our country. It's we who are supposed to save the motherland. Go to Zambia right now. Go to Zambia right now. The posters, the postal addresses in Zambia right now are in Chinese. They are written in Chinese. Chinese are deep in the villages. I mean, farming yams. The Chinese are cultivating yams in villages in Zambia. Is this where we want Uganda to go? Do we have to keep quiet, then Uganda derails to that? Do we want to keep quiet Uganda to decay to that extent? The signposts in Zambia are in Chinese. Can you imagine to that extent? Ugandans, this is our turn. This is our time to speak truth to power. People broke, people living bad in Zambia. People living bad. Even signposts Even signposts in Zambia are in Chinese language. Ugandans, these people are selling us off. We are the collateral to them. We are the collateral to these people. If we do not stand up for our rights, Uganda is gone. Uganda is finished. Ugandans, we need you aboard the fight of freedom for Comrade Lumbuye Fred Kajubi. He's not a criminal, as they say. And these people, ladies and gentlemen watching, these people are shameless. Last time, they were saying that Comrade Lumbuye announced Genome 7 dead. Let me tell you, if someone announces me dead, I'll wake up, dress, walk around. I mean, what is so hard with proving us that you're alive? What is so hard speaking to Ugandans that you're alive? What is so hard? What is so hard proving to Ugandans that you exist? Please, you don't need to cry for Ugandans that someone is announcing you dead. These are fake excuses. Now, that's also a charge that Comrade Lumbuye announced Genome 7 dead. That is also a charge against Comrade Lumbuye. If you announce dead, please come out, wave to people through Kampala. Then people will know that yes, he's there, he's alive. Ugandans, the government in Kampala is for looters, is for thieves, and is for jokers. We have to fight the mediocrity in Kampala. These are mediocres in government. Right now, the government is taking them, the internet is taking them by speed. It is because of your small effort. It is because of what you're doing on your phone. Please, we shall TikTok next time after our Comrade Lumbuye is out. That's when we shall start TikTok. We shall do Snapchat when Comrade Lumbuye is out. All the efforts should be put on Twitter and Facebook. We need you on board. We need you to fight for Uganda. Uganda needs you right now. They did not expect this. They did not expect this. Ugandans, I remind you again about the protest in New York. We are having a protest on 24th of September 2021, and then on 25th and 26th we shall be having the NOOP Diaspora Retreat at 1 Burlington Mall Road, Burlington. That's where we're going to be for the retreat. We're having so many guests, entertainment. Please don't miss out. Let's go for a break. We'll be right back.
It's not over until we are free. The Noob People Power Diaspora Wing brings you the first ever get-together event in the quest to fight for democracy in Uganda. Never again. The Uganda Action Day will be happening this 24th, 25th, and 26th September 2021. All Ugandans in the diaspora will be coming together to protest against the dictatorship in New York at UN headquarters on the 24th, and then discuss the future of Uganda at Boston Marriott Hotel at 1 Burlington Mall Round, Burlington, Massachusetts on 24th and 26th September. And then a blast of entertainment. Register now to be part of this event by using a link noop-diaspora1.com/event. Registration is $200 only. For details, call or WhatsApp +1612 459 2031. People Power, our power.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from that break. That's the advert that is running right now. That is the thing that is on everyone's mind right now. The retreat and the protest in New York. Please, let's go write history. Be put in the books of Uganda that you also fought for freedom, for our country. Come out, let's go protest against the dictatorship in Uganda, in Kampala. Please, we need you on board. Call Herman Ainebyona and Mr. Mubiru, the diaspora leader, Honorable Mr. Herman Ainebyona. Thank you for your leadership. Call him, please. Secure your seat for the retreat and also for the demonstration in New York. Ladies and gentlemen, there is something. Next time, I'll have to play for you a video or a voice recording of General Museveni. He was saying that they are starting the Descendants Resistant Army, DRA. Now, this shows you that we have a big hill to climb. We have a big hill to climb. This is the person who has been in power for 35 years, rigged an election into a term that takes him to 40 years in power, and he said that he's beginning, that they have started the Descendants Resistance Army. Descendants Resistance Army. Now, this resistance army is there to fight for those that fought in the war that are not there right now. General Museveni right now is preparing an army. He was quoted in a speech when he was giving out a speech himself. Next time I'll play you that audio. I'll play you that voice recording of General Museveni Tibuhaburwa himself saying they are starting a Descendants Resistance Army. Ugandans, if a person of 80 years, 80 years says something like that, then you should be worried. You should be worried. Someone who is 80 years but preparing young people to take over the leadership of Uganda. And these young people are from his family. Families and friends and relatives. The Descendants Resistance Army. This is his project that he wants to leave. That means freedom is not even tomorrow. That means we shouldn't relent. We shouldn't stop fighting. These people are having big plans to keep Ugandans in captivity for the next 100 years. I was hearing people speaking about 50 years plan. No, these people are targeting 100 years in power. These people are planning 100 years in power. General Museveni himself speaking about the Descendants Resistance Army. That they have to protect those who fought in the war that are no longer here. Ugandans, let's wake up. Let's wake up. Let's wake up before it's late. Let's wake up before we cannot rescue Uganda. Ladies and gentlemen, every other Saturday I'll be here with you speaking about what is happening in our country. And please, we're going to introduce a number next Saturday that we'll be able to call in the studios, speak your mind, and also contribute towards the freedom for our country, for our motherland, Uganda. So, Ugandans, I want you to go on President Undogani's Twitter. His Twitter is at capital R, capital T, and capital E. Then small r, small d, small o, small g, small a, small n. That is President Undogani's Twitter. At RTE, that's capital, then RDOGAN. That's the Twitter account of the President of Turkey. Let's go there. Let's overwhelm him with messages. Let's speak about our comrade. Let's demand for the freedom of our comrade. Comrade Lumbuye Freddy Kajubi has to be free. Against all odds, by all means, he has to secure his freedom. Please, Twitter warriors, download that app. That app is so powerful. That app is so powerful than you will ever imagine. That app is the one that is making the regime in Kampala not to sleep. Because Ugandans have realized their rights. Ugandans know what they're fighting for. Ugandans know their rights. Go there, tweet. Attach his photo on your tweet. Put the hashtag Free Lumbuye. Attach his photo. Put the hashtag Free Lumbuye. Let's fight for him. Hashtag Free Lumbuye. Attach his photo. Hashtag Free Lumbuye. Let us overwhelm them. General Museveni has been doing things in hiding for a long time. But this time around, we are exposing the regime. Please, every Saturday, catch me here, live on Campfire TV. We shall introduce a number so that you call in the studios and please contribute to the liberation of your country. This is JK Jamil Kwajje, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Have a good one.